What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're getting started with Act 10, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty much the end of our journey. And we're gonna ID all these things. Huh, those clothes are like almost good, but ours are better. These would be good for, maybe I'll keep those. It's pretty much the end of the league, so I don't think I'm gonna ever be using those. But if you are playing a bow character at flat added attack speed, life, and res, those are like, that's like, if you got T1 of all those things, it's like perfect gloves. It's insane. Anyways, the league's pretty much gonna end in very soon, so trying to get these videos out, trying to get done with this character ASAP. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for like an end game Ice Spear Totem build, unfortunately, but I'm definitely gonna make the budget mapper version and like have like ideas where I want to go end game. If the league doesn't actually end sooner than I think it does, because I only think it has like a week left in it until everything gets converted to standard. But yeah, I'm kind of doing this last minute. This is a good practice for me though for next league, which is actually getting announced in 2 days from recording this video. I'm not sure, might be up. I'll probably upload this same day I'm recording it, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the new league. It looks like they were Path of Exile was tweeting some stuff saying like how it's going to be really big changes, meta shift. I have a lot of hopes, a lot of ideas that would shape up the game. Like, I mean, nerfs and buffs to skills is always the generic approach. And they tried to shake up the meta really this league too by introducing different drop tables and all that kind of stuff. And it didn't end up working as much as I thought it would. It did shake it up a little bit, like certain items became really easy to find. Some farming methods were outdated and wouldn't work very much anymore. I really wish they updated, like they tried to like update like Azerian stuff, but I wish they would make like, I don't know, I wish it would make farming bosses like have this loot pool. I'm gonna drop a portal here so I can come back here later, by the way. But I want them to have a loot pool that's like some super rare, like how Watcher's Eye is for Shaper and Elder. So running Shaper and Elder is pretty much always worth. On top of that, you get a fragment for Uber Elder, and then Uber Elder you can get a 3 an 86 Watcher's Eye, which is like extra worth. They need that for more of the boss fights, in my opinion. We don't actually go into ossuary. I'm gonna take the portal immediately though.
This is neither the time nor the place.
So now that we have that waypoint, we're pretty good. I don't know the best pathing for this. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Am I res capped, by the way? Yeah, I am. That was a lot of damage. But yeah, I'm also deciding if I want to go agnostic. We don't actually need to go into, I think that's reliquary. We don't actually need to go there. We need to go in the control blocks, which is down over here. And so yeah, I was trying to decide if I want to go agnostic. Agnostic would make this build like stupid tanky, and I really need to do some testing. I'm not going to be taking it until I've done testing with it. I know I put it in POB, but as I told you guys before, that's like the buffer of what I think I'm gonna do. So I'm not actually entirely sure yet. But yeah, I'm hoping for some meta shifts. I want, I mean, they could buff totems. I'd be really happy. As you can see, I'm already playing a totem build when they're like not particularly meta. They have their uses. they're really great at like a clean playstyle that's easy to SSF and all that kind of stuff, but like super late game, I do admit it can get outscaled. Maybe not Ice Spear totems. I think the Ice Spear for single target probably doesn't really get too outclassed. I mean, the Mind Over Matter totems are kind of hard to beat. Or Mind Over Matter Ball Lightning. But Ice Spear is up there, single target. Freezing Pulse and Frostbolt and all those, on the other hand, and Arc totems have been outclassed over the years. They're not where they once were. They used to be at like the top of the food chain. Used to be awesome to use those. Those used to be my like every league I would play those builds. But yeah, I'm excited for this build late game. These Ice Spear totems are gonna be pretty nasty if we can get it working really well. We're taking these hits pretty well. I wonder why we weren't taking the mob hits. It was probably because it was all fizz damage, and we don't have any armor or fizz mitigation really. See if this kills. I'll be close. Nope. There we go. Alright. So we get a skill point for doing this. Do we not? Which one do I want? I guess Onslaught? Yeah, there's our skill point. I was right. I was right eventually. Where was I going? I was going down. Oh yeah, I was grabbing damage. These next two nodes are going to be pretty good. They're going to make us all that stronger. So we're going to have to go up here. And it's going to be like Act 5. Put some totems over here. We're going to get some levels. We're 62 and a 64. We kind of caught up in a way. We were like consistently 3 behind. Now we're like consistently 2 behind. And we're pretty much almost leveled up. We're going to be 3 behind for a little bit now. But we're like pretty close to catching up to where we need to be. If I went into a Reliquary and cleared that out, I'm like 99% sure it doesn't give us a... yeah, I'm like 99% sure it doesn't give us anything. But I could be totally wrong. It's been a bit. Alright, so what we're going to do... 208 over 4. Yeah. I got an instant divine, so I don't think I'm going to be passing up for this Eternal anytime soon. But if you prefer Eternal, it's like the numbers, which they do look better. They look better for you. Totally optional to always take Eternal over a divine. But if you're gonna do instant recovery like me for the seething divine, then you always go divine. You never go Eternal for seething. Alright. We'll grab our point. So it's kind of like the Act 5 map where we had to just run in a giant circle. It's kind of the same thing. Welcome to PoE, where you just run in a giant circle. If you can teleport through one wall, this game would be so much faster. No, I guess not. I guess we didn't make it all the way over there. Alright. Torch Quartz. Pretty much the same exact layout as Act 5, so you already did Act 5, so you should know. If you don't worry. You just kind of go on. I go along the outside. You can go through the inside like this right here, and then it will lead you on the outside. Either way, whichever one you commit to, just commit to it. Unless you want to wiggle back and forth and clear as many mobs as you can. That's always a good idea too. If you need XPs. Let's see how these totems will do. Oh, I got stunned. I couldn't pop my stuff. So that's another reason. I do notice myself getting stunned a lot. I mean, you do with all builds. Ideally, we could like dodge them more. Cause like I place down my totems and I can just run around. But being stun immune is always just, it's just too OP. It's hard not to pass up being stun immune. And there's a node that gives us a good amount of stun immunity. And then we can get the rest from our jewels. On your jewels, you can get the implicit with harvest. Reduce stun. I think it's chance for stun or stun durations. Either way, you can like pretty much stack yourself to 100% stun immunity, and it'll be super cool, super defensive. I only really would say you need to do that, or not need to, but if that's something you want to do, that's more of like a hardcore kind of thing you would do. I'm doing the very soft core version of it, where I'll just get like maybe a little bit, but then get more damage, because damage is more fun. IMO. This boss is really easy. He's not gonna have phases like the Act 5 version. Just lead the walking guy. Oh shoot, I cast the wrong totem. Oh my gosh, I tanked that like a boss. Stuff of purity. Nice. That's all we need. You can dip. Yeah, why am I not? Oh, because it's the bleed immune. Do either of these roll bleed immune? Oh, wrong thing right there. That's poison immune. That one's bad. I don't have an augment. I'll go back for an augment. So what you're gonna do is grab the staff, give it to Bannon, talk to Lonnie, get your really bad 4-link. If you only have a 4-link right now, then good on you. We don't need to talk to anyone else. We're gonna go in our stash. We don't want to null. Lol. Alright, whatever. We're gonna stick with our sanctified mana for this. I'll definitely upgrade all my flasks by the time we do the end game, but this act is very, very short. So, oh, actually, there is one reason to go into. Is it Reliquary? Shoot. Or is it Ossuary? Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't, we'll do it. Okay. We'll make this a little longer. So you go to Ossuary right here, and this is the. I mean, there is a quest here. I think it gives you like a flask or a belt or something like that. You could do it because you just pick up something that's on the way. But there is a trial in here. If you already did all the trials for your characters, then you're good. I'm gonna grab this Eternal. We're probably going to be using Eternal or Divine Mana Flask. I don't know which one. I need to look at the numbers for which one would be the best. So look for the sealed chest. You can grab that. Because usually the trial is at the very end. I'm going to be skipping all this. Grab the lever. Dodged all of those. I'm sly. Grab those. Wisdy. Oh, I got hit by one. And then grab that. And then we got all of the Trials of Ascendancy. Now what we can actually do is talk to Whalerum. What does he give us? A regret. Which I guess I prefer over getting a just like a belt or something. Man, actually maybe I would have taken belt. I think because getting a good leather belt would be pretty good. Like this one's okay and all for leveling, but once we're done leveling, this belt That belt needs to change. It'll be easy to upgrade that. Hopefully I have gear sitting around, because trading people stuff is going to be really difficult this late. So I'll hopefully have some gear laying around, and then I could pick up some gear. I'm not going to use any of my OP gear, so don't worry about that. Max out resistance and get some life, and that's pretty much it. And mana. Because remember, our max mana is basically like a life pool. Because 40% of our life is basically life. Or our mana is basically life. So getting max mana is really good. Mana recovery rate's really, really good. And if we get enough mana recovery rate, we may take agnostic on top of that. Just to cap ourselves off on our regen. If you guys don't know what agnostic is, what I'm talking about, it's the big node on the tree. We're kind of actually pathing straight to it right now. And it sacrifices 20% of our mana per second for, sacrifices 20% of our mana for 20% of our life. What's the exact, I don't know the exact. While not at full life, sacrifice 20% mana per 7. Okay, so we covered that much life. So that's actually, so it's insane. Imagine 20% of our mana per second just getting drained. So that's a lot of mana we're losing. So that's why we need regen. If we get a good amount of regen, we can sustain that very, very well. But darn, we didn't hit 3k life like I wanted to. I probably could have squeezed it out with a new item, but you know, happens. I want to level up before I do the fight because my next node is actually pretty strong. So leveling up is always the safe route. 67, and so we're like really under leveled in this, but that's fine. I'm usually around 61 to 64. This is my usual range, I think, for beating the game. I don't know if we're gonna hit it. It wasn't in as many blue packs as I was hoping. Oh, maybe we can do it with this box. It wasn't a good box though. Unfortunate. And if you're racing on time, you would just kill Katava before, like, start it ASAP. You would just like run through all this stuff if you're trying to go on time. But I'm just playing through. Oh, it's gonna be close. If I get one more blue pack, let's go to the other side real quick. There's one blue pack. Okay, I might cheat. I might do an ultimatum just to hit the level. This might be my last ultimatum I ever do. Because it's not going core, guys. How do you guys feel about that, actually? Ultimatum not going core. I think it was a good decision. I think this game is already flooded enough with a lot of mechanics. It's really hard for new players. Like, they see a billion new things. And I like when they add every time, but like for the sake of the game, it makes more sense not to continually add like every single mechanic in the game.
The safe choice.
What were these gloves again? Pretty bad. Tank that. I'm gonna hit dash, but I hit the wrong button. Alright, now we do the boss fight. And this is gonna be the final fight. The final fight of this series. 30% damage, life, and duration. Duration's pretty nice for totems.
I shall strike you down.
Because how long do they last now? 18.4 seconds. Oh, and this, by the way, Ice Spear Totems is a Katava killer IMO. Good build for it. This phase it's really good if you can set it up and not get stuck on the minions. If you get your totems stuck to attacking minions continuously, it can be a little rough. Just stay out of the red goop. Make sure you dodge those. Alright, he's going to do that. Easy to dodge. Didn't even hit my totems. He's going to do his Orbis. Oh no, he's doing his laser. Thought he was doing his Orbis Storms. I don't know, put him over there. You want to make sure all your totems are attacking. This guy might not attack. He might be too far away. We're going to see how he's attacking. Good. Alright. He's going to do his fire thing. So make sure you go to the opposite end. Where he ends the fire, you actually don't get hit. You can see how this was all kind of not fiery. Safe zone. A lot of newer players don't know that, so it's a really easy noob trap, so they die. Make sure sniper's marks on the heart, and usually it'll kill most of the mobs. And nice. See, a lot more drops happen for bosses. That was one thing they changed. But it doesn't mean that's a lot more good drops. We're gonna pick stuff up and check them out real quick. Anything else I was looking at? Because we definitely need new like wands and stuff. Check out these boots. Movement speed, life, mana, no res. I don't think I'd like that. I'll keep it and vendor it. And then you talk to Sin. Opens up a portal. If you don't know how I'm doing this, I'm tapping Z. Z turns off your drop icons really quick, so it just makes it a little bit nicer when there's a lot of things in your screen. Then make sure you grab the book of skill. Can I optimize my storage?
This
yes,
is
I
neither
can.
the time nor the
Grab
place.
this / passives, and it looks like we got them all. You see no zeros here. You might see 0 on deal with the bandits if you didn't kill all. So just know that's why. It's fine if you have 0 there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video series. I'm gonna be doing a budget guide version, so make sure you guys look out for that video as well. Hope this series really helps you guys out. I mean, really excited for the new 3.15 series league coming out. I don't know what it's called yet. It's just 3.15, and for me, in 2 days I'll know the name of it. It'll be really fun. I'm going to be streaming the series, or be streaming the new expansion with my friends as a group. Most likely might do it solo depending on their work schedules, so we're going to see how it goes. And if you're interested in that content, make sure you follow me on Twitch, and make sure you sub on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. I'm bad at freaking talking and making a video. Anyways, that's it for the series. Thank you guys so much. See you guys later. Peace.